Live on Bitcoin Cash, the greatest cryptocurrency the entire world has ever seen. A peer-to-peer electronic payment system that can seamlessly stream payments from peer, trustless, peer-to-peer that no other cryptocurrency can even match. We're live on Bitcoin Cash, daytime podcast, live on the internet. Live, guys, on Bitcoin Cash.
Is it really live?
It's really live. You're shaking your ass for thousands of viewers all across the entire world. Literally, to thousands of viewers, the entire world are seeing Bitcoin Cash being randomly streamlined with no topic of discussion. None at all. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Anything for crypto is live for discussion. I don't know, just logging in. Guys, decided to make a video kind of on the spur of the moment on Bitcoin Cash. Had a little bit of free time, decided, why not? Why not? Guys, this is a live podcast, so came in here with no topic or agenda for the day, you've definitely reached the right spot. Because I have no topic other than discussing cryptocurrency and the passion I have for it, for Bitcoin Cash, an actual peer-to-peer electronic payment system you can use all over the world without anybody, no banks, nothing even needed to use the payment system. In fact, you don't even need an ID. If you're in a country where it's hard to get banking and you don't have the privileges of Western society and stuff like that, well, we're here to bring it to everybody around the world. And as far as price, you could say it's volatile, yeah. But maybe currencies will be in the future as well. So when I say currencies, I mean fiat currencies. Fiat currencies could be extremely, extremely volatile in the future. Maybe even less volatile than crypto. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to come down to the show. Maybe I should plan this out a little bit better, but nonetheless, guys, I'm here. I had a little time, so I wanted to come on here and just say thank you for supporting cryptocurrency any way you can. A little bit of a downtrend here, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, overall, it's like a pretty healthy ecosystem as a whole. Yeah. So everybody's gonna log in here. Probably not. We're live, guys. The birds are chirping, guys. It's springtime. Time to get your crypto bag up. Alright guys, I guess if nobody's coming in, I'll just use the time to make my own show.
You should do it at night, dude. During the day, nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching anyways. Alright guys. I don't know what I'm doing here. Girls.
Only one view.
Can you stop? I'm trying to do this show. And you're just...
Just let me show my tits.
No, stop. Stop. I'm trying to do this show. Just show your tits to someone else.
What?
Guys, I'm live on Bitcoin Cash. Got 4 people in the chat. Throw down your name. Throw down your number. I'm sending free Bitcoin Cash out to everybody right now, guys. Open up an online chat. Send me your QR code, and I will send somebody Bitcoin Cash. I am feeling. I'm in the giving mood today. Anybody say something? Is there anybody watching this crap? No, there's not. These are probably robots on here to make it seem like I have some kind of audience. Whatever. I'm giving away Bitcoin Cash. Free Bitcoin Cash for everybody. Send it out of my micro wallet. Guys, I got my QR code up in the top right. Dino Ponds, I believe, was the last person to send me crypto payment. Well, we just lost 3 people. And I didn't even say Bitcoin SV, so yippee-ki-yay. Alright guys, so yeah, looks like we're not going to get any action in the chat box, whatever. Yeah, so prices kind of looking a little weird. I threw up the NEO propaganda earlier on the thumbnail, so you guys been seeing NEO. NEO has been kind of jumping up a little bit recently. NEO Smart Economy, formerly Ant Shares. Ant Shares, believe it was 2014 was when that community and project, that blockchain came into existence, and they rebranded it NEO. Not really sure the reasoning behind that. Maybe one of their favorite movies is The Matrix. They just wanted it. They thought it sounded cool, and you know, sounds pretty cool. It does all the same things that Ethereum does, and their gas fees are actually called gas, and their N3 mainnet has been active for some time. So before that, people could basically hold NEO and get gas rewards on the blockchain, so they could receive the payment via gas. And actually a pretty good staking program they had for a while too, because they just moved into their mainnet. They call it N3. It's kind of like their next generation mainnet. It's not gas compatible, so I guess they dissolved that. Haven't really followed the project too in depth, so more of a conceptual basis of maybe the last, I don't know, 8 years for this project, maybe in the next 10 minutes. So yeah, basically you could migrate they call it migrate, so basically send your legacy NEO coins to a new wallet, and I think it was 100 NEO, you got like 1 or 2 NEO tokens as incentive, because I think they dissolved this gas. Like I told you, they dissolved it and did some kind of distribution with that. So you had to be a pretty big bag holder of NEO to, you know, reap the rewards on a large scale. But nonetheless, the community's giving back, which I think is pretty cool. It's still around. I mean, it's formerly Ant Shares. It's been around since 2014. Just going to get a graph on Ant Shares. Ant Shares. It's all coming up NEO now. But Ant Shares, this I think is a new Ant Shares coin, which is obviously just a copycat or using the same name, I think. Nonetheless, we'll check it out. Ant Shares, yep, this isn't it. But it's good to see projects that are like still around. You know, projects that still, yeah, this is, what is this, Ant Shares? Could this be? Could this be something? Not likely. No Ant Shares, guys. But really the conception, or the premise behind Ant Shares is the project still exists. Very live, very happy and well in the form of NEO now. So it's just a name change, the actual protocol and everything that makes it its blockchain that's kept it around is in the form of NEO. So it's good to see these projects over time. I guess the words evolve. So with NEO, you guys got, you know, if you guys trade NEO or you hold NEO or you spend NEO for whatever reason, you got to send a whole coin. They don't allow fractions of a coin. The way that their coin and blockchain is designed to receive and send payments, you got to go with a whole coin. You know, those are just the tokenomics behind NEO. I think that kind of make it unique. I don't really know of any coins off the top of my head that allow you or don't allow you to send fractions of a coin. But yeah, the project is alive and well. That's kind of It's kind of the Chinese version of Ethereum. Is kind of the short little narrative play on words that you hear about it. I don't know if that's really an accurate statement, but they do a lot with smart contracts and stuff like that. So they got their own little hackathon, different bounties and stuff they're giving away. So it's an active community. Here's the new logo, N3. They just launched their N3 wallet, which I've actually tried. It's actually a really good desktop wallet. If anybody's looking to store coins on a desktop or just have a little bit of fun with a desktop wallet, I think the N3 wallet's pretty cool. I don't have it on this computer anymore because I basically I wiped the computer and kind of started over a couple months ago, and then I think that's when it was on there. But yeah, so it's a very happening project. These aren't little bogus ass things like 99% of all the programs. Hey Gina, I'm gonna have to call you back unless it's an emergency. But if it's an emergency, I can talk. Yes. Mm. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna call him. I think he said he'd call me. Oh yeah. I won't call. I won't pick up his phone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm just doing an online live stream, and then yeah, I'll give you a call. I won't talk to him until then. Did he give you any problems? I know. So there we go. That's what. Did you kind of play coy and act like you were kind of okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, just not be careful. You can't say stuff like that to people because it's a threatening way. He's the tenant, so you can't talk to people like that. Yeah. It's been 180 months of paying on the 10th, so nothing should be changed. Yeah, obviously, but you're trying to get a point across like, hey, dude, we've been paying on this date. I'll call you back in a little while. I'm live on the internet. All right, bye. Oh, no, I won't answer. All right, bye. I'll call you back in a little while. All right, back to Neo, guys. Neo, it's all about Neo. So yeah, I think one of these coins, not one of these coins, I think a lot of these coins, like these OG coins, like Neo, some of these ERC tokens that have a bridge or stake on ETH, like Omisigo. Wave seems to be kind of the volatility player in the rally. I guess the market cycle, you could say, kind of seems to be this like moving little coin that seems to swallow buy and sell orders that they see can move crypto in a very positive direction. So. This right here is some scary stuff here, guys. This just shows how much control crypto has on anybody trying to trade it or trying to cheat the game or cheat the system, cheat the crypto system. Waves has got us covered, guys. So kind of our little saving grace, I feel like, this rally. Guys, nobody in the chat except myself, I think. So, absolutely fine. Got no agenda. Just had a little time today, and as per the last crypto video, it seems like there was a lot of people kind of making Bitcoin Cash videos, and might as well jump on the bandwagon. So I'm here. I'm live. I'm opening up the chat, and looking to increase my crypto positions here in the next couple weeks here. But you guys haven't seen me. I've been out trying to find ways to make things happen, and things are happening. And yeah, so when things are happening on my end, just know that it's coming back to crypto because inevitably my money kind of flows into crypto from the fiat source. So yeah, ℚ𝕠𝕗𝕐𝕣, guys, good project, good community. Doing hopefully a lot of things for China in the crypto space. Really good tech behind this project. That's why it still exists and still trading with the big boys. So yeah, we'll probably see a pump out of NEO, I would say, whenever things start pumping. I'm not going to put a timeline on it. There's no point. A lot of these timelines are just arbitrary. There's not really any kind of base it on it. Even on my end, not a lot of stuff happening. But nonetheless, guys, NEO is on my radar here for maybe the next weeks or months or oncoming time. But we see it did a pretty little move here over the course of about a year and a half. So definitely think it could do that again. Put it on ETH as well. Kind of the same thing. Kind of moving on ETH too last week. So again, I mean, if we're looking at ETH, we're looking at BTC, we're looking at those to kind of control the new money coming in, and as you see, NEO is just kind of falling, just like most coins against ETH. But they fall one period of time, they rise on another. Again, these are only going back to 2017, so it's really hard to, when you look at these coins against ETH, it's kind of really hard to gauge this is like a seesaw. Like right now, obviously, we're on the downtrend on Bitcoin Cash, on NEO, on thousands of other coins. That doesn't mean anything, guys. That doesn't mean the coin is dead or the community's dead or any jazz like that. I mean, same thing. I mean, look at this. I remember when this jump happened on Misigo. I mean, it was like, boom, right in your face. I think a lot of these coins, I think this coin could even surpass ETH, maybe, for a brief moment, at some point in time. It doesn't need to be any certain point in time or any timeline on it, because that just makes everything even more speculative. I mean, crypto's moving right now, right? I mean, as we speak, Bitcoin Cash kind of was like the only coin that was not up yesterday, and later on it could be up. It could be the only coin that's up. So guys, I'm live on Bitcoin Cash. Come on down to the chat if you got free time. I know it's Monday. Most people are at work. Chat room's empty with just lonely old me watching myself talk about crypto. But yeah, a couple altcoins are on my radar for sure. That's how these things move, guys. They start wobbling back and forth. So we got Solana up 5% on ETH right now. Steam dollars and Steam. I don't know if anybody saw this yesterday. Steam dollars. I think Steam and Steam dollars are the same thing. Anybody has a comment, throw it down below. I mean, I don't follow this project. I know this has the founder of this project is the lead guy or lead developer or founder of EOS. He's not in this project, I don't believe, anymore. But nonetheless, Steam dollars. I think Steam dollars is just SBD. Let's check it out. Seems like it's only on ℚ𝕠𝕗 and Poloniex. Again, we're on WorldCoin Index, so take it with a grain of salt. It could be trading other places, but I don't know if Steam dollars is just itself Steam, just trading under a different ticker. So it looks like actually ℚ𝕠𝕗 has Steam against the Korean won and Steam dollars. So that kind of takes maybe my prediction or opinion about what I thought was going on with Steam and Steam dollars. But apparently these are two different coins. Steam dollars and Steam were up pretty high yesterday, though. I think Steam dollars went up like 70%. I got it against ETH right now, but nonetheless, it was up yesterday pretty freaking hard, like 70%. So like when you start seeing these altcoins like these on big exchanges like ℚ𝕠𝕗, it's not trading on Poloniex anymore. It doesn't look like, or just barely any volume. But ℚ𝕠𝕗's a pretty solid exchange for like size for volume. And it's pretty big. I don't know if it's the biggest Korean exchange, but it's definitely pretty big. So we just randomly just boom, you know. For the year, I mean, we're not at an all-time high for the year. You know, for this year we are, but you know, it just shows how quick this stuff can move. Especially when you start seeing, like I said, like Steam dollars, these coins that are like still around, that have been around for a while. I mean, they're not just these bogus ass coins that just came in, but I mean, this kind of stuff here is trade, like pretty scary trading. And I like to think most of this is pretty automated on coins like this, especially. You're not gonna get like, I mean, you could try to go in and try to jump on one of these, but good luck. I just I remember this. This was a crazy couple months. I remember on Steam dollars. This was around, you know, June of 2018. But yeah, just kind of some movement on these kind of no-name alts. Not no-name alts, but just some projects that have been around. Mithril, I think it was up yesterday too. Yeah, it was. Just dropped back down. But look, this one on a lot of exchanges. I mean, Binance, Gate.io, Hit BTC, Dcoin. Looks like it's not trading any of these anymore, but yeah, still doing a lot of moves. Guys, if you're in the chat, drop a chat. I love some guidance on where to take the live podcast. If not, I'll probably just find something else to do. But yeah, some altcoins have been moving kind of recently. That's kind of another reason I jumped on here. Ontology, ONG. You know, a lot, like I said, on a bunch of exchanges. You know, almost like a 70-80% pump yesterday. Looking at it against the dollar, but if you go to Bitcoin, it's going to be kind of the same thing. But yeah, Ontology, ONG. Ontology actually has a really good staking. I think it's like 28 or 18% on Exodus wallet. I don't know where you can stake Ontology other places, but Ontology's staking APRs are just insane. They're like probably some of the highest. I think they are. It's the highest staking coin that you can lock up on the Exodus wallet, you know, and earn interest. But that's one I've seen right now. I mean, I think it's on Gemini too. Don't quote me on that. It might not trade on Gemini, but I feel like I've seen it there too. It's just like a really high APR staking coin if that's your thing. And you want to stake it. So yeah, it's just, you know, that 50, 60, 70% jump looks so small when you zoom out the year. I mean, it's almost like it's still a good time to get in. It's gone to $10 back in 2018 when it was brought into existence. So yeah, cool projects like this that are still around. You know, these are good things to see. You know, maybe I'll enter into some positions right here. You know, just on the what if. You know, maybe stake some Ontology. Whatever. Yeah, guys, these coins. I mean, there's so many of them. You know, play this all day. I don't even recognize some of these that are at the top, like Unified Protocol, DAO. There was some DAO project the other day, some decentralized autonomous organization branded coin that was supposed to be for gaming. It was up like 220% or something, or 170% in a 24-hour period. This coin down here is kind of weird. It's kind of been moving kind of weird. Coin 98. I know nothing about it other than the price moving on it. You know, I wouldn't go put a bunch of money into it, but fresh haircut. Hey, thank you, brother. Yeah, it was long needed, man. I was like really great needing a haircut. Bitcoin Cash podcast, one of 3 people in here. At least I know you're not a robot, which is good to have you here. Yeah, Jeremy from the Bitcoin Cash podcast is in the house, guys. So he's kind of the Jeremy. You've been definitely motivating me to make videos, bro. I feel like you're a direct reason I hopped on here. Not so much today, but the other day, just to make a video, because yeah, it's good to have you making videos, bro. You like, I feel like your momentum is really growing on your channel. You know, I feel like you're actually making the most videos and most consistent with it, and all those things kind of collaboratively are good for crypto, good for Bitcoin Cash, obviously. You know, that's probably why you're doing it. But I like your videos the most, man, because you don't sit there and you like Bitcoin Cash, you're into Bitcoin Cash, but you're not like, hey, this is the only coin, nothing else. I'm just buying Bitcoin Cash. How about the community ATM? How am I feeling about the community at the moment? Let me think about it. I don't know. I don't have any direct thoughts. Let me. I'm stretching out for this one, Jeremy. I'm stretching out for this one, brother. You don't come on my show very much, so I guess it's a better time for you to come on. So yeah, what do I think about the community right now? I don't know, Jeremy. You're kind of running the community, I feel like, at least from my perspective. I mean, I've been into Bitcoin Cash, brother, since the fork. I got, I think, 2 Bitcoin Cash or something when I got into crypto around that fork time. Where we are then and now, it seems like the community has kind of weeded out all the haters. You know, some of the haters went with BSV. The maxis are kind of starting to leave us alone, I feel like, a little bit. But it's also because we're not being headline news. I think if we were to come back in the headline news, we'd get ostracized like we did around the fork time. You know, scam coin, be trash, all those narratives that come in. Yo, what up? Who died? It's like $150. I made a holding company because I was gonna divert some of my stock trading stuff into it and write off stuff, but I never did it. It never did anything. I'll call you back. Bye. So it's up us to make an impact. Yeah, I agree. A lot of haters have left. How do you? The Bitcoin Cash community, brother. I think. So I'm gonna back up a little bit, just because I got a bunch of racing thoughts. I'm gonna try to collaboratively just squeeze them together, because I don't know how long you're gonna watch the live cast and you don't come on here very much. So I'll turn up the music too. Yeah, so I lost roughly about 3 Bitcoins when I got into Bitcoin. My forks got stolen. I lost my Bitcoin Cash. Not only did I lose on trading BTC for scam coins back in 2017, and like I said, I lost probably a total of 3 Bitcoin. So I also got my account hacked on HitBTC because I was using an exchange wallet. So I got liquidated the rest of the stuff, which was basically nothing at that point anyway, so whatever. I remember when Bitcoin Cash was trading on, from the fork, and then they had this SegWit 2X coin that was trading on HitBTC. It's not on there anymore. I've looked up, you can't find it, but it was a house token that was like a pre-launch token they did on HitBTC through HitBTC. It was an in-house token like they did with Tezos. They had Tezos pre-launch tokens on HitBTC. I can, John, we can chat if I got free time for a while. I can jump on and we can chat. I'd love for you to... I don't know how to do that, bro. If you can guide me, yeah, I'm all down. I mean, I can even jump on your podcast right now. I do got time. I probably can do maybe 45 minutes or an hour, just because I got to bounce. But yeah, let me know. I can get on your podcast. But yeah, so there were these SegWit 2X tokens, and there was this whole talk about, Bitcoin Cash being able to scale for the world, and you were just hearing about this all of a sudden. For me, I mean, I'm new. I'm still trying to wrap my head around sending my ETH and sending my BTC, and wondering why the fees are so expensive, and wondering why it's taken 4 hours. And I think it almost took 24 hours to I don't know. I can just set up a Zoom call or whatever. I don't even have Zoom on this computer, bro. I'm too unprepared. I don't know. I don't know if that's doable. Maybe. Let me just do it real quick. I think I got a Zoom account. Yeah, so I think the community's good. I think that a lot of the haters are gone. And just see if I can get on here real quick. Yep, looks like I got a Zoom. Still on here. No. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash podcast. Let's do it, bro. Why not? Fuck it. Anytime's a good time if I got time, brother. So I'm here. I'm waiting for Bitcoin Jeremy to. I almost called you Bitcoin Jason. Jeremy, waiting for Jeremy to set me up here, and yeah, I'll wait for your lead, brother. Yeah, brother. Let's do it. Let's get on here, bro. I'm stretching out. I'm ready. I'm ready for some Bitcoin Cash. I need my dose. Don't hum me, Jeremy. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it, my man. Let's do it. I'll send you on my podcast. Home Snap. Hang on. How do I join? I don't know. Good question. I'm going to take a moment, guys. Jeremy's on the podcast for me and myself, and that's about all that's watching. But yeah, Jeremy, I'd love to talk with you, bro. I know we've been trying to. You asked me a while back to do it, and yeah, let's do it. And how do we do it? It's a good question. I'm just sitting here, man. Kind of being put on the spot a little bit right now. So how do I join you? If you got Zoom, it can't be that hard. I mean, let's see. I could start a personal room, maybe. Start there if you got one. Anybody want to join? Yeah, come on down. Roger Veer, Craig Wright. Let's have anybody come to the chat. It's probably gonna be just me and you, brother. But this is the starting point. I don't know, Jeremy. Is there a way we can do this? Is this something information? Trying to figure out Zoom. Yeah, take your time, brother. I got a little while here. Yeah, it's on the spot, man. So yeah, no worries. Take your time. Set up Zoom. Can you create a meeting? Sure, I'll create a meeting. Create a meeting. Start. We'll do it now. End time. Let's see. It's like a monkey on a computer, bro. Sorry. Meetings. So, personal room, maybe? Invite link. Okay. Copy invitation. There it is, Jeremy. Where do you want me to send it, brother? I don't think I have your email. Put that in the invite link in the chat. Okay. All right, let me log into my own chat first because it's so ghetto rigged over here, bro. I'm actually chatting off my phone, so I'll just jump in here and hear myself talk here, and then boom. It's too big for that, so we'll do maybe this. All right, something like that. My own chat first because it's so ghetto rigged over here. All right. All right, man. I'll wait for your lead. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure it'll work out. Start. Oh shit! I don't have this shit downloaded, Jeremy. Come on. What am I doing? No. Guys, we got live Bitcoin Jeremy or Jeremy. I don't know why my obsession to call you. I'm like trying to like. I get excited every time I see a Bitcoin Cash person coming on here. So I'm like, oh, Bitcoin Jason. I'm Bitcoin Jeremy. I mean Jeremy. So, all right, join a meeting. Okay, I might have to restart that, but either way. Meeting ID or personal link name. Huh. What's a good one? Maybe my name? Unable to join this meeting. Okay, maybe it's because it's my own meeting. All right, so join here. Waiting to be let in. Okay, you're waiting to be let in. I'm waiting to enter my own chat. So give me a sec. Jeremy has joined your personal chat. Oh, this is awesome, bro. Yay. Okay, let me just set my settings up real quick here. Oh shit, I don't want to update it, but we'll just do it real quick. The anxiety's building, Jeremy. We're gonna meet online. Okay, Jeremy, I might have to do another one, man. I don't know. Let me check real quick here. Go back to my chat. My hands are sweating. My heart's palpitating. We're having a meeting, guys, live with Bitcoin Cash podcast. Jeremy is inviting me to a chat, so I'm just trying to get to that chat, and we'll be good to go. All right, there we go. I'm almost there, I think. Where are we at here? Zoom. Audio. Ah, shit. What am I, not even live here? Participants. Start video. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Jeremy. I think I've made it to my own chat, so we're at that starting point. Go back to my ℚ𝕬⁸ podcast. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, I'll just do another one. It'll probably be easier because I don't know what that. This is probably so getified. Okay, cool. All right, so new meeting. I think I've made it to my own chat. So we're at audio. Starting point. Meeting ended. Okay. So, but that did connect there for a second. Sweet. All right, let me get you in here, bro. Invite. The Bitcoin Cash podcast, maybe, right? I'm taking a guess, Jeremy. Let me see if I can find you. I got a link I can read. Copy invitation. I'm gonna put that back in my YouTube. I think we're good, brother. Should be good. Guys, if you want to join, just join. Even though it's just me and Jeremy watching this video. Got a link I can read. Copy invitation. I'm gonna put that back in my YouTube. Just waiting for like a little alert here to show up, Jeremy, so I can let you in. I'm not really familiar with this Zoom. I've only joined. If you want to put me your contact, maybe I could do that, or your email. I've never really set up a chat, honestly, so I'm glad you're able to go through and guide me here. I'll wait for your lead, Jeremy. Host will let you in soon. Okay. Oh, Jeremy, I'm right up here, man. I didn't even see it. Jeremy, admit. Okay, cool. Let me get some of this back noise out of here. Hey, baby boy, what's good? Let me just turn this up, Jeremy. I can hear you kinda. Might have to turn this down. Become a member of this channel. Okay, join now. Thought that was joining yours, but I think we're good here, Jeremy. Just a little bit of a setup here so we can optimize this thing. So guys, we got Jeremy on my podcast, or maybe I'm on his, kinda. Jeremy, what's good, brother? There you are. All right, cool. I'm gonna turn the music down, brother. I'm gonna turn this down here. I'm gonna turn you up, brother. Welcome to my show, I guess. What's good, brother? on the fly, brother. Welcome. I'm gonna take a 1 second hit, man. I'm gonna get right for this show if that's cool for you.
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys, I got a very important guest, the leader of Bitcoin Cash community right now. I feel like, brother, what's going on?
Definitely not. But yeah, let's. Do you want me to tweet this out? Let's just make sure it's all working.
Whatever you want to do, I'm open for it.
We'll put. All right, I'll put out.
You do your thing. I'm gonna grab some more water and I'll cruise back in a sec.
All right.
Alright, my man. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
Get that out there on the ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚
Oh, yeah, ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚. Great.
Yeah, maybe a few people.
Somebody's actually using the platform at least, so good to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be honest. I think Twitter is going to be a ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 version of BTC Lightning Network here soon. What do you think?
Yeah, well, because you see, like, they keep hyping that up. Like, it comes in cycles every, 3 months. They all go, oh, we're going to have lightning tipping bots on Twitter or whatever. Yeah. And then, Jack Dorsey gets distracted with, something else in his life and he forgets about it.
Yeah.
And then a few months later, he's like, no, guys, we should definitely do that. And then they all get hyped up about it again, So,
yeah. Well, especially with Elon Musk kind of jumping in there too, though, right?
Yeah, but what is he going to do there? He might just be like, fuck you guys, I'll just add a Doge tip.
He might just be like, BTC tipping now available, and everybody will go run on there and tip, right? I mean, seriously,
the thing is, yeah, you can't just roll out random shit on Twitter though, basically, because it's like you're instantly at max scale. It's not like you can start. Well, you can obviously. There can be a limited rollout, right? Yeah,
it'd be a nightmare if they did it though, right? Can you imagine all those payment networks? Something would go wrong. All those payment channels opening up, somebody would go offline, somebody would lose massive amounts of money. Elon would be sitting there trying to cover it up, right? What is this stuff, man? Why are they pushing this narrative of BTC is the only way, man? Is it Blockstream? What do you think their fundamental reason? Because are they sitting in a back room going, this BTC is the narrative we're going to push, and then the Lightning Network is kind of. I had a comment that I put on. I think it was Roger Vere's channel or somewhere. I think Lightning Network could very well be could push people to not ever use crypto as a payment system because it's so fucked up that it's almost like they've created it to suppress the idea of a peer-to-peer payment system. It could be an idea, right? Because if you have a payment system that's so shitty, so complicated for people to even wrap their head around, that's going to discourage the payment system forever happening. Because it's not user-friendly. It's not like they just go on and it's like, first I gotta figure out what the hell Lightning Network is. Then I gotta load $100, which is the custodial access point.
Yeah.
It's a scam, bro. They're scamming everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the idea, it's funny because Satoshi actually had basically an idea for Lightning Network. It's in one of his early posts. It's just ridiculous how good Satoshi was. But Satoshi was like, listen, you could have a contract where you could lock in the funds and then basically describe sort of a simple version of Lightning Network. But of course, he was also never expecting that it was going to devolve into capped blocks and that was going to be the answer, right? It was just more for some, use cases that would make sense. But the thing is, Lightning Network has just gone so far from where it originally started in the narrative, because the whole point was originally it was no, we don't need to scale the blocks because we've got SegWit and that'll cover things, and then we'll have Lightning Network. And now things have just become all block size improvements have just been your shitters, B caches, you're already defeated or whatever.
Yeah.
SegWit hasn't fixed anything really, but
No.
a lot of people have just moved on to other chains. Basically, all the other coins are just rising up because everyone's like, this is too expensive. And Lightning Network hasn't really made it. But I was talking to this guy yesterday or the day before at this party, right? And he was all like, oh no, but that's always what they say. Oh, we've got Lightning Network that's going to fix everything. And I was like, yeah, but you know, you've got to pay to get on.
But why the Lightning Network, right? Why the idea of something that's not on chain for one? And then also, why is there this idea of there has to be a Lightning Network for BTC to do payments? Isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever heard of?
Yes, it is the stupidest thing. It's like we're going to add a cash system to our cash system.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to charge, and we're going to make people come up with minimum amounts just to open up the access point to that, so we can control their. Because I mean, the way Lightning works, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. All these off-chain transactions are happening between a payment channel that you set up with either a merchant or somebody that you want to solve a personal debt with. You do all these transactions back and forth, and at some point in time, it goes back and it updates on the blockchain and reports back to its node or whatever you want to call it.
Hub.
Yeah, the liquidity pool of the mining and nodes and all the whole software thing that's made legacy, how many years old. So then it's finally updating your transaction. But the whole idea is to have a public ledger of a recorded transactions, whether they're crap transactions from an exchange shuffling massive amounts of volume to just a simple tip that I could send you or something like that. So they're all there.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
If you want to get really technical,
if it's on Lightning Network, which is why they say, oh, it's great, but like it's going to fix your privacy and all that shit. But the reality is, of course, it's not, because you're going to be connected to one of the large hubs who's going to be fucking spying on you for sure.
Yeah.
And then when you want to get out of it at the end, they're also going to get you there as well too. So they're
controlling it all. They're controlling it all. And I'm a kind of a conspiracy theorist, so I'll kind of, if you've watched any of my videos, I kind of go down that rabbit hole of conspiracies. But I'm kind of thinking too, you got all these people that just came into crypto. You got Michael Saylor. This dude doesn't know a damn thing about crypto.
Yeah. No,
okay. None of these noobs know anything about crypto, and they're not even. They have talked. There has to be this idea among these people that they have talked that say, hey, if we can't get this Lightning Network as the payment thing and this crypto thing takes off, we're going to lose control. Especially have you ever noticed there's always a hate towards Bitcoin Cash and other projects from people like Michael Saylor? They automatically freeze up real tight. They automatically, and it's not anything they say, but it's their little idiosyncrasies and mannerisms that they do, that it's very obvious that something bothers them about Bitcoin Cash. Something like, it's almost like when you're telling a lie, like, and you get caught in it, and there's that immediate freeze up, and you try to spit out whatever you can to try to make yourself look and present yourself as authentic. It doesn't happen. Every time they do it to Michael Saylor, that's the one I can think of off the top of my head. But there's been others where you say something to them regards to it being a payment system or whatever, or basically kind of putting them there in their spot. Like, hey, dude, you guys are like, it's like me using an old computer with Windows 98 on it. It makes no sense, but it makes sense to them because they can control it. They can actually take all these things that make crypto decentralized, take little bits and pieces of it, formulate it in Lightning Network, the small blocks, the people that are in it that are trying to actually improve the ecosystem, like Veer and other people that are actually trying to do peer-to-peer cash. They'll put bad names attached to all those people, and they'll make it as almost if that their way is the only way. Kind of like Elon Musk, like everything that he touches turns to gold. He's kind of like this phantom in the night, just moving markets. Tesla did this today. Tesla stock goes up 20%, right? Those same people, man, they're taking all the great things that made crypto great, and they're exploiting them, and they're building out these huge, like, I mean, Jack Dorsey jumping on this stuff. Why aren't these people jumping on Bitcoin Cash?
Good question.
Why aren't they jumping on that?
I don't know. Kim.com made it in, and then of course now he's been just tweeting out like, guys, just fucking wake up, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the real Bitcoin. Like, obviously, he did his research and he figured it out. And
I think
it's funny.
I think Kim.com's kind of bluffing on Bitcoin Cash though too. I think he kind of jumps in for a quick swim now and again. You don't have to agree with me or say anything like that, but I think he's kind of, maybe he is on in the back end of it, building out stuff for gaming, and he definitely a brilliant mind with all he's done with the file sharing thing and all that. But at the same time, I think you are actually out here spreading the word of this stuff. You're not going door to door. Maybe you are. You got Bitcoin Jason down in Australia driving around in a Bitcoin Cash. I mean, they're not doing this kind of stuff on Core anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have people spending their time and their energy that they might do other things that involve work. They're spending it on Bitcoin Cash, and that says something, in my opinion.
Yeah, the grassroots element is like super important, because it's just more like it's sort of like a limitless amount of funding. Like like you can have a lot of money going into like Lightning Labs or whatever the fuck, but still they've got to pay people, right? But I don't need to get paid. I just do it because I actually want to change the world, like be involved, be part of the community and all that. Yeah. And that's like a workforce that can, because there's no extra burn, right? If you get more and more people who are interested in being part of it and they genuinely get excited, then the operating cost is still flat because every new person is just like bringing themselves along. It's not like a company where you put in the money, and as the cost of people scales up, that's more people you've got to pay at every step of the way. So that's like shittier to start, definitely, because you start with a big pot of money, you can instantly get all these people on board. But in terms of having an actual grassroots movement of people just saying to their friends here and there, like that was how Bitcoin originally worked, right? And I think that's restarting in BCH. I get the sense that it is anyway.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with all those things, and that's kind of what I try to do when I'm out here talking about Bitcoin Cash. Like, hey, do you know the difference? Do you know what's Bitcoin Cash? That's what they're always asking. I'm like, hey, download this wallet. You don't need an ID. It'll take you 5 minutes. I'll send you some Bitcoin Cash. They have it now in their wallet. That's their first experience with Bitcoin Cash. Now, you try to do that in a matter of minutes with BTC. Yeah, you might get there depending on how busy the network is that day. I might be able to send $5 and spend $3, but what's the point of that, really? I mean, am I gonna have a bunch of old computers over here like the size of my room to like stream this video podcast right now, or am I gonna use just something that is more modern like Bitcoin Cash, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting to see, because like
Omar,
a lot of people don't understand how fast BCH can catch up. Basically, like we're gonna catch up very, very slowly. But if there was a bit of hype, right? Let's say if the price started rising and suddenly it got, on every exchange trending this 24 hours was Bitcoin Cash 2 or 3 days in a row, so many people will be like, what is this coin? I've never heard of this. What are these guys ripping off the Bitcoin brand name? Like, what the hell is going on? And then they start looking a little bit, and then suddenly, bam, like the floodgates open, and it can just iterate on it itself, provided that we have enough channels, we have enough brand information, we have enough stuff going on, that when people come in, they don't just go, oh, okay, this is hype today, and they say, holy shit, it's actually kicking off. Yeah,
no, it's definitely kicking off on the back end. I mean, and I've talked to a lot of people about Bitcoin Cash that are, and one specific person said, it's the only coin that's trending totally down against Bitcoin Cash. So what I like to think, and this might be a little bit out there, so you don't have to, I'm not looking for your confirmation to back me up on this, but I'll just kind of go out on a whim. A lot of this trading volume on these exchanges is automated for whatever reason, in a down fashion, in an up fashion, in a manipulated fashion. A lot of it's automated. So if you look at Bitcoin Cash 0.2 of a BTC core coin, from an investor standpoint, somebody on Wall Street, which again, those are the people that I don't want to, or I don't say want, I don't like to see come into crypto, but at the same time, this is one of the only coins that's mineable and worth the fuck that has gone way down since the rally. And I know there's, Dash and there's some others that have gone down, but if you look at an investor that's taken this to try to create a presentation to him and his peers that this is a coin to buy. For one, they're going to discourage the market cap. They might bring up the volume being, top 4, which it obviously already always is. I mean, it's always on here on the top volume. It's literally usually above Binance Coin, usually number 4. But you see like these people trying to like create this argument like, oh, Bitcoin Cash is a coin to buy or whatever. Like, that's a pretty hard argument from an investor to say, because it's like, it's nothing but like this downtrend. It catches like that and then goes down. But, and you can look at ETC, and I'm just using ETC as an example. There was a lot of news before ETC pumped to like, and this is just price stuff, but ETC like in May of last year went crazy. It was like, I thought it was going to do what Doge did, but really, if you went back and you look at the news just a few months before that, they were talking about how there was double spending happening on the network, how the network was just not secure and just stuff like that. And then it just massively pumped. So all these, to say that Bitcoin Cash couldn't go back up to 0.2 BTC or way past it is what most people are going to assume if they look at this. But they don't, for one, they're not even looking past this. They're not even going back to see how Bitcoin Cash, had it been in a market cycle from 2014, 2015, and then, up to 2017, depending on when, July in 2016 is when most of the altcoins went up against Core. If you go back and you look at all of them, Neo, Dash, Zcash, ETC, all the mineable coins, any coin that runs a staking ERC20 on ETH pumped massively in June and July, maybe a little before 2016. Then they all went down and then they went up with Core. So all that Core did this time, thinking that the rally or the start cycle isn't complete, ETH has gone up and Core has gone up. So really, if Core can run sideways for a while, I wouldn't see, like, just out of the exchanges, how they control a lot of this manipulation. All of these altcoins are going to soar, brother. All of them. And I'm not saying Bitcoin Cash solely will be involved in this, but it's my prediction that Dash, Monero, and Monero's already been performing better than
doing well, yeah.
Yeah, Monero's doing really well. So, I think a lot of these coins are going to not only pump against Core, but I think coins like Bitcoin Cash and Monero and maybe some of these other ones that are really, really, in my eyes, inspire me to get into crypto, I think they're going to surpass these old all-time highs against Core and ETH. And it's opinion. It's just an opinion. I mean, it's not.
Well, tell me about Ethereum. I'm interested to get your take on the merge. There's so many.
You mean into proof of stake? You mean into proof of stake?
Yeah. Well, is it coming? Like
yeah.
People are like, oh, it's gonna be soon. Like
yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. And a lot of that mining hardware is going to become obsolete. So they can mine Ethereum.
It's classic, right?
Yeah, which in my eyes, Ethereum Classic is the true Ethereum, not ETH. Because if you go back and you look at the history of Ethereum, Vitalik really kind of did a big no-no in my book. You can't go back and roll back the blocks like that and just get everybody their money back. They fucked up with the code. They leaked the funds. The code is law. That should progress. Sorry, you guys lost your money. That was a bad glitch. And I know it would have rubbed sour on ETH, but at the same time, now you got two communities. You got one that's now moving into proof of stake for whatever real reason they want to claim that they're doing it. You have to have 32 ETH to run a full node now, basically. So what is that, like 107,000 USD? Almost 100,000, be like 60 something, 60. So a good bit of money comparison to, if you're not looking at US dollars, for somebody to get their hands on 32 ETH and in most of the world, probably pretty difficult at the moment. So I would. Yeah,
we're getting questions in the chat here, man.
Sorry, man. I'm zoning here. Omar, what's good, brother? Does proof of stake do what? Does proof of stake do what proof of work does? No, to solve the journal. So yeah, proof of stake. So basically, proof of stake is basically, in my eyes, the same as an ICO running for, that you're raising money for a stock. And you can argue that and say it's not, but you're basically raising a bunch of money and then issuing tokens based on the money raised. And there might, in those little fine print on the white paper, they're going to tell you where the dev funds go and kind of where the money's being distributed. But essentially, proof of stake, you're basically buying a distributed amount of coin. Jeremy, would you say that's kind of, in a nutshell, the basic level?
I mean, I guess it was sort of like a lot of the newer coins went for proof of stake just because it's basically, it's not cheating exactly, but it's kind of cheating in the fact that they can be like, oh, look, we've got all this economic security or whatever, where making miners takes a long time. Either you do an existing algorithm, in which case somebody's just going to come in and fucking wreck your chain instantly, or if you pick a new algorithm, there's no hardware for that. There's no, manufacturers and miners and mining pools and everything. It takes ages to get set up. So they can just quickly get a pump basically to start if everybody does proof of stake. So in theory, I guess it solves the Byzantine general's problem, but there are a lot of problems with it. Like it doesn't, one of the biggest ones is if things fork, so it's not trustless. Well, because there's no initial way to distribute coins on proof of stake. Like
back with BTC, I believe they refer to it as the faucet system, where basically it gives you free Bitcoin to join the network, right? And that might be where a lot of those old wallets are just kind of, whether it doesn't matter how you, because even if you do that in a malicious fashion, and I just try to think of every different scenario, even if you distribute out free Bitcoin to a bunch of anonymous wallets and just take all the time to either manually do it or use computers to generate and do it if there's a way, it still secures the network too on some level. So when you're just doing a proof of stake, you're literally giving the power to the biggest bag holder. I mean, exactly. You're trusting somebody with a bigger bag that they're not going to dump, and you be left with a bag that's worth nothing. Or, they pump too, but there's some interesting stuff I think with ETH especially with their wrapped Bitcoin. So they're kind of, I think, trying to use, and this might just be more speculative, but whatever, we're talking crypto. So, wrapped Bitcoin is an ERC20 token where they basically are kind of using ETH to kind of control Bitcoin, I feel like, a little bit. Could that be possible? I mean, I know we're not diving super deep on dev, like me and you aren't developing the blockchains or anything, as far as I know, you aren't. But it seems that they're trying to merge this proof of stake ETH project with this decentralized BTC Core sensor crap. And I might be wrong.
It's a weird one. Because the both sides of that thing think that it's proves their concept, right? So the wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum makes the Ethereum community say, haha, look, our coin is so much better. You have to wrap your coin on our coin. There's no wrapped ETH on Bitcoin, so obviously we're the better chain. And then the BTC people say the opposite, which is you guys don't understand. You can wrap Bitcoin on our chain, but people don't want to use Ethereum on, Ether on Ethereum.
They're missing the point again. They're missing the point again. It's all this scatterfuck that confuses everybody into crypto, and a lot of people, in my opinion, are going to get wrecked. Because I don't think the cycle's over. I think Core could easily, I don't want to see Core go to 300,000, but if Bitcoin Cash goes to 20K, wherever the number falls in this cycle, I have a hard time believing that crypto as a whole is in this cycle where it's going to go down and then just kind of go back where it was in 2018. I think a lot of crypto coins and projects, especially the OG ones like Neo, I was talking about that before you jumped on the video. I think a lot of these projects like Neo, Dash, and Monero, and a lot of these good projects, I think they're going to go insanely crazy, and a lot of these new people jumping in will finally be able to firsthand see those projects, even though they're going to be way up in price, and they're probably going to get wrecked with them, but at the same time, at least they'll have some fundamental stuff that I revisited back when I got wrecked. I went back and looked at Dash, I went back and looked at Monero, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, specifically Bitcoin Cash, because I liked following Roger Ver, because if you go back and you look at his history, he's pretty much preached the entire thing, and anybody can say, whatever they want about him, whatever, but at the same time, a lot of the crypto stuff is here, I think, essentially because of him and the people he was involved with. So whatever that point that he started getting a bad rap, nothing before that point could have even been existed and onto the level. Maybe it could have been arguably better, but I don't think so. I think they were looking at this from a scaling perspective way back when nobody was, when you could still use it on the Silk Road and it still be affordable and you worked as a peer-to-peer cash. But you know, maybe they're all Satoshi in a sense. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, if you think about, you know, who are the most important people in like crypto history, like Roger, he genuinely might be like number 2. Like Satoshi is number 1.
Yeah.
Because you just can't.
And I would say, you know, I'm getting excited, but I would say also, ℚ for sure. I mean, he, you know, they're creating the essential hardware to make this stuff better.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's doing like smart BCH and stuff. So if Bitcoin Cash pops off and there's a, you know, feedback loop between the Bitcoin properties of the main chain and the Ethereum properties of the other one, so it's like the super version of like Wrap Bitcoin. If that kicks off and he has just funded all these devs and whatever to get everything sorted in the exact right way for a year and a half or 2 years, and then it just causes this huge flippening and like surge in the BCH scene, that's going to be one of the most fucking 4D chess moves in crypto, like history.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the 4D chess move is a good thing. Yeah, and it'll also kind of rebrand Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer cash too. And because half the people that I know, man, I would tell you so many people, bro, that I talk to about crypto, that own crypto, that work at my former restaurant, that were into crypto, thought they knew everything about crypto. At least 5 or 6 of them, they don't even know you can send this stuff, and they all are using exchange wallets. So, you know, that just shows you that nobody really on a mass scale even understands this stuff, for one. And the people that do understand it minutely, like myself, you probably know it a little bit better than me, or a lot better, I don't know. But, you know, they don't even understand the cool properties about this stuff. They don't see kind of what we're doing down in the Caribbean and, you know, now South Florida, Australia, you know, scalable, actual people out devoting their time to this kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's this kind of stuff, this kind of workload that gets completed that builds out a better ecosystem for everybody around the world, for people that, you know, don't have access to a bank. You know, they can't go to the store without seeing the prices change on shit. Literally at the store, at the front freaking entrance.
They're like crossing it out.
Yeah, come in and buy a burger now. It'll be $5, but if you wait, it might be $4, it might be $7. We don't know. We're just going to gauge that based on high frequency trading with our depreciating shithole currency that's trading on the Forex that's getting devalued every fucking second. So speaking about devalued currencies, Jeremy, I mean, honestly, that everybody's kind of assuming that the dollar is just going to be good, right? Or the British pound. These are all just going to be good currencies in the future. There's no guarantee of that stuff.
No, I mean, of course, I definitely don't think so. I mean, but that's what it makes it easier for me to hold crypto, because I just know, like, you just know every fucking day, every second of every day while you're just living your life, they're just churning it out, right? So whether or not crypto is going up or down in the short term, you also know that they're just pumping out the fiat. But I think in the short to medium term, I'm getting more and more bullish on the British pound and the US dollar specifically, because I think they're like the best of the worst, you know, they're the strongest fiat currencies. So I think as the other ones fall apart, everyone's going to pile into those ones, and then they'll start to fall apart, and then everyone will get into crypto. That's kind of, I think, the waves. That's my guess.
Yeah, so I'm just pulling up some there's no real point. If you go look at any of these currencies that have fallen, like I think the Chilean peso, the Zimbabwe dollar, any of them, you know, Bitcoin Cash looks totally different against that kind of graph. And I mean, there's no sense in me trying to try to focus and pull it up at the same time. But I do it on a lot of my videos because you can see kind of the correlation between falling currencies. Jeremy, I think we only got it's making me upgrade.
Yeah, we
so
only
it's
got
like
9 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so
we might
glad you
have
saw
to
that.
create another.
Yeah, I'll probably just end it, brother, in 9 minutes. But yeah, I had a good thought, and so with all that kind of taken into effect, like, you know, the Forex market, I think, and don't quote me on this, anybody watching the show, is like $4 trillion every 24-hour period, or
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's and it's like $2,000 trillion. You know, it's like almost like what do you mean by 2,000 trillion? There's not a number that's recognizable to humans. So they say 2,000 something trillion is the market cap of the Forex market. Now, if you look at the market cap of the entire freaking world, it's not even that much, because it's trading these minute and these huge orders back and forth so fast that it's explaining from a computer that it's doing this much volume. But CZ was talking a couple months ago, and I don't remember the article, but I was reading it. He was talking about how he could do like 100, some crazy amount, bro. And I know these are huge, two different amounts, but it was like over the market cap of the Forex. Like, he was openly, and I don't remember the exact number, but it was way over what the Forex was doing, and he was promising to everybody.
Binance.
Yeah, Binance. He was promising and guaranteeing to the world that he could do like this crazy amount of volume, and he also kind of shows something too. And I don't know CZ's real feelings about Bitcoin Cash. He's kind of been kind of wishy-washy about, you know, since BSV with Bitcoin Cash, but nonetheless, at the same time, end of the day, I think he's trying to express to everybody that, like, these are the same people building out trading programs for the NYSE and NASDAQ and, you know, these high frequency trading. They're building out that stuff. These are the same people building out decentralized exchanges. So they're literally in the same market to move volumes of money that essentially exist but kind of don't exist. So it just shows the power of how big crypto could be from a monetary unit. Yeah, from like a financial unit of measurement. So I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, I think Bitcoin Cash is the only true peer-to-peer cash that's going to be able to run the world. And I think BSV could have had a chance. The only problem with it is they just had a bad rap and a really bad starting point. So I think they just have to go in a different direction. But who knows? You know, who knows? But I think Bitcoin Cash literally is the only one that is existing, you know, as core was originally thought.
Yeah, I mean, I know you said on like a lot of your other videos, you're like, oh, you guys should look into Bitcoin SV a bit more, you know, set aside something like Craig Wright, Drama, etc. And I have done that because I thought, oh, okay, yeah, maybe there's something there. And I did. There's a guy, Isaac Morehouse, I don't know, but he does these sort of podcasts that he does with a few other guys, and they were pretty cool, actually. I really enjoyed it. It's almost like the big block, like, type of debate where they have they like BCH and they like BSV, and they kind of talk about them both. But yeah, I don't know, to me it seems like Bitcoin SV is just degenerated into more, it's the opposite of BCH. Like, they've both had a poor price performance. BCH, the culture has refocused and united, and Bitcoin SV it's just got more toxic. It's like,
there's a lot of haters on BSV for sure. Like I've actually gone on podcasts and tried to just, you know, on the flip side, like, I bring up BSV, try to be as positive about it as I can, and I try to bring up Bitcoin Cash on BSV podcast live, and dude, I've gotten shut down immediately. It's like they can't get over that hurdle of, like, dude, let it go. Like, it's been how many years now? Like 4 fucking years? 2 or 3
at least, yeah.
Yeah, coming up 4 years. Like, does it really matter right now where the hash power went? Because it didn't come back to Bitcoin Cash or, you know, core. I mean, there's still these separate chains running, so I know what you mean. And just to be frank here, all the maxis are holding their Bitcoin Cash and BSV and Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin Gold. What's the point of selling it? So you hear people like, you know, these new mainstream Bitcoin people, Sailor. It's like, dude, you idiot, you bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin without even getting the Bitcoin Cash and BSV attached to it. So you might be fucked, bro. Your legacy address might go to shit when Bitcoin Cash and these other coins regain some of this hash power. The miners don't care about, they don't care what coin they mine. They just care about what's profitable to mine and what's easier for them to mine.
Yeah, it could flip fast, and that's just the biggest vulnerability. Because if it happens, right, if BCH starts surging, let's say, or maybe even BSV or eCash, like even as a collective,
even
they all
eCash,
start
even
surging.
eCash, yeah, exactly.
And they were dragging out like some of the hash rate, right? And if that all just conglomerated into the Bitcoin price like falling and everybody just piling up, all the people in Bitcoin BTC are gonna be fucked. Like there's only 21 million of those, just like there's 21 million of BCH, but BCH there's only 1 million or 500,000 or whatever that are tradable, right? So 90% of those people on BTC are gonna miss out if there's a flip.
Yeah,
like they're just all going to zero, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. They're not going down to zero, you know, as we saw with Terra. I mean, we're not at zero, but we'd rather be at zero just to conclude this shitty
saga,
yeah. Man, yeah, that's insane, bro. But I don't know. We're coming up on 3 minutes, so you know, we'll just probably be kind of casual here, man. But yeah, I've really grown to like your stuff, bro. Just because at the end of the day, you're the one out here, you know, doing the majority of the stuff and putting your time into it, and your videos are you know, light years ahead of most of the Bitcoin Cash stuff. You know, you're actually going through the time and then, you know, editing and making the videos, you know, really good. So who knows, bro? You might be the Bitcoin Cash ambassador at some point. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of looking at you for guidance at this time. So I know I know you're not, you know, in there adjusting the price like the exchange on some level, but you know, appreciate the stuff you're doing, man.
Thanks, man. I mean, I watch some of your content as well too. Like
mine's a little less enthusiastic.
Well, it's less at a
enjoyable
time zone for me, you know. Like it's usually like at like 1 a.m. or something. I'm asleep and I wake up and I get the notification or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think it really is just about. Well, one of the reasons I started the podcast was just because I felt like we needed to keep the. Well, firstly, I saw the opportunity that like the community had turned the corner after the second fork, and so I was like, this is going to be mega. But also, I just think I wanted to have more of a voice. Like I couldn't let Bitcoin just die off.
Dude, and it's going to die off and get controlled if you don't voice your opinion, bro. Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, Bitcoin compared to the world population, there's not a lot of people that understand it, and it doesn't matter how many people are holding it. If they don't understand it, they're holding hot money, just like dollars, pounds, whatever other paper fiat currencies or digital centralized fractional banking system coins, you know, whatever they want to call it, right?
But I mean, that's one of the nice things about the world we live in now, which is that, I mean, I've just made the podcast and like a few people listening, but it's actually crazy when I looked at my all-time downloads on the RSS feed at the moment. It's about 6,500, right? And you think about that, if those people listen for like on average 10 minutes each, or you know, even longer, then that's like thousands and thousands. I couldn't sit down one by one to every person and explain them all this bullshit. But you know,
less than a minute,
how
bro,
scalable the world is. We're on the clock here, man. Final points. Shout outs to the chat. Shout outs to Stuart.
Yeah, brother. I'm probably gonna keep the chat open for a minute, Jeremy. But appreciate you, man. Let's do it again at some point on the random, because there's nothing better, in my opinion, than just a good old fashioned crypto get together.
Yeah, just hashing it out, man. I love
brother.
it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Let's do it again.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna end it because I think it's gonna end in a second. But again, Jeremy, thank you. Thank you very much for coming on. Later.
Talk soon, man.
Too. That was it, man. That was Bitcoin Jeremy. Guys, he's on the show today, so I'll pretty much wrap it up because that was kind of the highlight for me, at least. So I got kind of what I needed out of it, and I'm just gonna go through the chat here. Glad to see you guys here. Yeah, Busy Mountain, thanks for coming in. Glad to see you here as well. Bitcoin. What's it? Bitcoin Jeremy again, man. Oof. Okay, so Omar, you were in Turkey. Yeah, Omar's in Turkey for sure. Is proof of stake even a new invention? What I've seen, it just a fancy voting mechanism from what I can see, no different. Yeah, exactly. That's all. That's kind of what proof of stake is. Yeah, you're electing people with bigger bags than you to make decisions for you. So good luck with that, ETH. How BCH could dump knowing fees are cheap, banksters don't want it because it takes all the power away from the banks, just simply. I mean, there's no, you know, they could work fees into that if they want to try to jump in and try to custodialize it. But the more and more people figure out about the the Bitcoin Cash brand. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, Jeremy, thanks for watching too, man. Yeah, I'm gonna head out of here, guys. It's been fantastic. So Bitcoin Cash is gonna head out, and Jeremy, I keep trying to just Jeremy, not Bitcoin Jeremy. Jeremy, thank you again for watching and coming on the show. It was a special treat to have you on here, and made the podcast really, really exciting. So thanks again to Jeremy and everybody else that watched as well. Have a great rest of your evening or day or wherever you're at in the world, and thanks for supporting Bitcoin Cash.